there, it's Mitzi. Welcome to my channel. I am sharing a library sale. You know that I love a good library sale, and so I went to one just recently. My husband was working. He usually goes to this one with me, but my son was off from work, and so he agreed to go. And we had lunch, and we went to a little coffee shop afterwards. It was just a great day. I enjoyed that. Of course, I enjoyed buying the books, but I especially enjoyed spending the day with my son. Now that my boys are grown, those times are really extra special for us, so I enjoyed that. And just having a good conversation on the way and back, because it was an hour and a half away. This is not one of my normal library sales that I go to around town. This was an hour and a half away. But I do love it because it's in this very large building and there are just tables everywhere of books. It's well organized. The people are friendly. And they have a lot of books there, so I always like to go treasure hunt. So I'm going to share with you the hardcover books first and then the paperbacks because, well, the paperbacks are super cute. So I'm going to save those for last. So the first one I found was a Christmas book. You know I love me a good Christmas short story or novella, and that's what these are. This is The Angel of Forest Hill by Cindy Woodsmall. I have some of hers already, and I thought I could add this to my Christmas collection. And then I found a short story collection by Louisa May Alcott. I noticed that at the beginning it had a little note from her, and it said that she wrote these. Let me go to the page. These stories were written for my own amusement during a period of enforced seclusion. And she has the note from September 1887. And I had never heard of this, but it's called A Garland for Girls, and it's just a short story collection that I didn't know anything about. So I thought I would try some of these. And then this I already had. But if you follow my channel, you know that I went to where this lady that wrote this book lives, to her garden, and I bought a paperback copy of the book because it's out of print. But this is a hardcover, a hardback, and the thing is, the one that I have, the illustrations are black and white, where this one, they're color. So I had to have it. It's A Southern Garden by Elizabeth Lawrence, and it's a nice big copy too. And I just loved it because it had the colorful illustrations in it, and mine is a lot smaller, and you know, the illustrations are black and white. So I thought this would be great. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to donate the other book and keep this one on my shelf. The next one is a Phyllis Whitney collection. This is 2 books in one, which I thought was pretty cool. Thunder Heights and Window on the Square. And of course, you know I'm excited because it has her picture on the back. You know how much I love a good author picture on the back. So this is 2 that I didn't have. You know I love me some Phyllis Whitney, so I was excited for that. This is one I've never read, but I keep saying I'm going to. It's a Dorothy L. Sayers, and it's from the Lord Peter Wimsey, and it's Strong Poison. But this one's in great shape. It still has the dust jacket on it, so I was excited about that. And I know a lot of you are fans of Dorothy L. Sayers, so let me know in the comments if you've read this one. And then this is one I wanted to add to my collection because I just found the first one, I think at a thrift store. And I think I shared it with you recently. If not, it's in my box to share. But this is A Prairie Legacy, and this is number 2. And like I say, I found number 1 just recently. This is A Searching Heart by Jeanette Oke. And so I wanted to add that to my collection because I do enjoy Jeanette Oke. I read her years ago, and I can't even remember what all I read. I would just kind of pick them up at the library. And so now I want to be more intentional about going through some series. So I picked this one up, and then this is another one by Jeanette Oke. This one's called Too Long a Stranger. Now, I don't think this one is a part of a series. I think this might be a standalone. Let me know though if it is a series, and if it is, you know, I need to know where it is in the series so I don't mess myself up. So let me know about that one. And then these books, one of these, y'all. Okay, first of all, one of you told me about this person, Kathleen Norris. And that I was talking, I think I was talking about Grace Livingston Hill. I might have talked about someone else. But I can't remember. In the comments, you mentioned that if I liked this person, that I would enjoy Kathleen Norris. And I'm thinking it was Grace Livingston Hill. It might have been someone else. So I had never even heard of Kathleen Norris. But the next week, I was at a thrift store. I'm not kidding you. Within a couple of days of reading this comment, I went over to look her up on Goodreads, started, adding her to my cart on eBay, because what I do is I'll just do a watch, I watch them and stuff. I don't go buy them, but I watch them. And then within a couple of days, I went to this thrift store, and there was this book by Kathleen Norris. This was not the library sale. I'm inserting this in to tell you about the next book. And it's called Manhattan Love Song. And it had this beautiful cover on it. It's actually in the plastic. And I was just like thrilled because I had never even heard of this person before. So I thought, thank you to whoever told me about this, because it looks like a book that I would enjoy. It looks kind of like Grace Livingston Hill. And I think they were published a long time ago too. I don't know if it tells the original publication. Whoever had this one though, they must have loved Kathleen Norris, because they're checking off the books that they have or have read of Kathleen Norris in the front. I thought that was cute. This one was published in 1933. So yes, I'm super interested. So thank you for telling me about Kathleen Norris. So anyway, I found that just a couple of days or a few days after I'd had that conversation with one of you in the comments, and I just knew it was meant to be, because as soon as I went in the thrift store, there it was. Well, when I went to this library sale, there was another one. So I was so excited. This one is Jocelyn's, I guess it's Jocelyn's Wife. And look at that cover, y'all. Is that not gorgeous? So I'm thrilled. I am thrilled to be finding these, or these books are finding me. This one was published in 1918, I think. Wow. Yeah, I think it says 1918. I don't have my glasses, but I think that's what that says. So Jocelyn's Wife. So now I have two to try. I'm so excited about that. So thank you for telling me about Kathleen Norris. I can't wait to try her out. And here's the thing. If you wouldn't have commented that, I wouldn't have had her on my radar. So thank you for that. Here's another one that just looked vintagey, and I don't know. I love the cover. It's called The Turning Tide by Evelyn Ward McDonald. Look at that gorgeous cover. I love this cover. When I saw this one, it reminded me of one that Sonia had given me. And I thought, Sonia with an I, if you don't follow her channel, I'll leave her in the description box. But she had sent me a book that looked similar. And I know, Sonia, if you watch this, I know you will love this. I love this cover too. So that one looked interesting. This one's called Miss Martha Mary Crawford by Catherine Marchant. Again, one of those beautiful covers. Look at that. So I was excited for that one. The next are Sherlock Holmes books that I have no idea what they are. Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Holmes. Sherlock Holmes versus Dracula. That sounds interesting. And then The Final Adventures of Sherlock Holmes. Now, I'm not sure what these are. How they are, spin-offs maybe of Sherlock Holmes or whatever. Let me know, though, if you've read these. It said Sherlock Holmes, so of course I'm interested, because I am reading through Sherlock Holmes right now. So and I'm really enjoying those short stories. So if it is related to Sherlock Holmes some kind of way, I want to read it and know about it. So let me know if you've read those. And then the rest are these paperbacks. So let me grab those. Okay, so this paperback was one, I have wanted to read this for so long. It's the Zion Covenant series, and the first one is Vienna Prelude. And I have wanted to read this for such a long time. I've heard great things about it, but never picked this one up. It's historical fiction, and I'm excited to find a copy because I never see this anywhere. And so when I saw it, I thought, yep, I'm grabbing that one. This was a thrill to find. Jean and Johnny by Beverly Cleary. Y'all, I remember this. I remember this little book. I remember this one. Anybody else read this? Super excited to find that. It's not in the best shape, but it's Beverly Cleary, so I had to have it. And I'm gonna put that one on my nightstand. This one was a P.G. Wodehouse in a edition I'd never seen, so I had to pick it up. Thank You Jeeves. I've heard of Thank You Jeeves, but not in this little paperback edition. Isn't that the cutest little cover? I loved it. Now this is one, I have some hard backs of this series, but I don't have the first one. So that's why I've never started it. It's the #1 Ladies Detective Agency by Alexander McCall Smith. And this is #1 because it says 1 on the spine. I love it when they put the number on it. It helps me so much. So I have wanted to read this for a very long time, and I've gradually picked some up here and there at yard sales and library sales and things. But I didn't have the first one. So now I do, and I can try that out. This one I do not think is the first in the series, but it looks super cute. It's a cozy mystery called Pop Goes the Murder by Christy Abbott. And it is part of a popcorn shop mystery. Look at that cute cover and that little puppy. Is that not the cutest thing? So this looked fun, but I don't think this is the first one. Let me know if you've read this little cozy mystery series. This is a Dorothy Eden I found, so Sonia will be happy to see this one. This one is The Millionaire's Daughter. Look at that great cover. And then one Agatha Christie. 13 Clues for Miss Marple. You know I cannot pass up any of these vintage paperbacks. I have to pick these up. So these, y'all, I did not need these books. But I picked them up anyway because I could not resist how cute they are. I have seen some different booktubers share some of these covers. And I think Gina, she has shared some over on her channel, and I just had to get them. I had to. So check these out. And Gina, if you watch this, let me know if you have any of these titles. But it's a whole collection here of these Harlequin romances, and they're the old ones. This one is Uncertain Summer by Betty Niels. Now I have read some romances by Betty Niels because she was super popular. I could have used this for retro romance for the season for summer. This one is another one I could have used because it's winter. Winter of Change by Betty Niels. Y'all look at these great covers. I just think they are fantastic. And they're short. They're not long. This one I'm going to put up for Christmas. The Fifth Day of Christmas by Betty Niels. Again, this is a Betty Niels. And let me know if you know these. This is another Betty. Did I just get Betty? No, I didn't. Roses for Christmas by Betty Niels. I love the little car in the back of that one. Isn't that cute? This one is called Call and I'll Come by Mary Burchell. Call and I'll Come. When Love's Beginning by Mary Burchell. I think this is my favorite cover because I love her hair. She's got my bangs going on. Love that. When Love is Blind by Mary Burchell. I'm not sure how to say her name. And then Henrietta's Own Castle by Betty Niels. Y'all, aren't those fantastic? I just love these covers. I just think they're fantastic. And talk about cozy. That will just be when I need a good cozy romance. I'm going to read one of those. So I was excited to pick those up. So those are the books that I found at the library sale. We had such a great day. It was a wonderful time spent with my son and treasure hunting for great books. Let me know if you've read any of these, and also which book do you think I should try first. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.